Cancer, thank you for joining me. This is your reading for week commencing the 12th of May. So it's a general reading and it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross watchers bear in mind that roles can be reversed. I'm hoping to get you some guidance with any particular situation that you might be struggling with in the coming week. So Cancer, let's take a look. Take a look at the situation, what you need to know. We'll draw some advice from Spirit and a final message from the universe. Okay, Cancer. Hanged Man. I have the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy for the reading, so maybe some good karma headed your way. Stroke of good luck. You may have had a run of bad luck. This might just be accelerating, a run of good luck. So, what's happened is the Hanged Man. I feel like something might have come along that's, I don't know if it's pushed you out of your comfort zone or made you have to look at things in a very, very different light. It might be a case of needing to face something head on. What you need to know about the situation, I feel, is not to get lost and caught up in the negative things. There's a lot to still celebrate. So even if you're having a difficult time, there's things to be grateful for. There's things, I kind of feel like there's things going on behind the scenes that are going to help just balance things out. Your Four of Wands, it can be a reason to celebrate, or it's, happy home life kind of balance. Advice from Spirit is a Five of Wands. I don't know if this is a case of reminding yourself that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You're not in competition with anyone. You don't have to defend your decisions to anyone. I just feel like you kind of need to be making a stance and being, confident in your own decision making and the position that you're in. And the final message from the universe is the Four of Swords. This, I think, is saying take the time that you might need to rest and recuperate. There's a need to still your mind when the Four of Swords comes out. Take some time to think things through. Perhaps your life's not been on the right path just recently. We need to change things up a little bit. But let's go in and clarify. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. I'm just going to get the next card as well. I don't know if just recently you might have needed to reach out for help a little bit more than you might have done before. So what I see from this is, I don't know, it's as though you're bringing people into the full picture. Maybe there's been an issue that you've been trying to keep on the low down, really, but it's been causing you a lot of worry, a lot of stress, sleepless nights potentially. And I feel that part of this next chapter in your life is absolutely inviting people in to help you with that and working with them to get that support. For other people, this could be, no, it's the same thing really. I want to say, about leaning on other people and collaborating with other people, because this is a situation and the outcome that you're driving towards is the outcome that these people want as well. I do feel like it's more than one person. Your Three of Pentacles is about a collaboration, and that sometimes that is just with one person, but I think this is more than one. For the Four of Wands, then we get the Two of Swords and the Empress. The maternal card's out here, so I don't know if this is calling for the need for self-care, or if, it's a mother that's maybe struggling to keep that happy kind of balanced life at home that I spoke about earlier. With the Two of Swords, you might be feeling like you don't quite know what to do with something or for someone. Your Two of Swords is a crossroads. But the thing with that is, there can be a reluctance to make a decision. I don't know. It's like the blindfold needs ripping off, the band-aid needs ripping off, and just facing a situation head on. And I think that if you're kind of scared to look ahead to the future for what this situation might kind of evolve into, I don't think it's going to be as bad as what you're considering it might be. So let me look at the Five of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I'm picking up so this is in terms of guidance. I'm feeling like a bit of a clean slate with this. Like an end to any confrontation, any arguments, disagreements. And I'm not saying, life's never like that we can't get involved in any of that. But there might have been something that you were maybe feeding into or a part of that just wasn't a very healthy situation to be in. And I just feel as though like we're starting over. Definitely getting this clean slate. There's a lot here as well. I think the guidance as well is finding a new way to communicate. And again, this perspective is huge. That's a massive message in this reading. So, sometimes we can't understand a person's behaviour because it's so different from ours, but we can get that block in being able to actually look from their point of view, and that really can be magic. Because even though you might see from their point of view and they're saying to you, well, this happened and that made me feel like that, and you're like, but I don't understand why that made you feel like that. Well, you're not going to understand, and you're probably not trying hard enough to understand. And if you can put yourself in that position and invite that person to kind of do the same thing for you, you're going to gain that mutual understanding, and I think a ground in which you're able to look at compromise and working together. When we just can't see eye to eye, you're never going to find that common space. So Four of Swords to finish us off. I've got the Three of Swords reversed and the Three of Wands. Okay. There's been a prolonged amount of pain and suffering here. And I'm going to say like years. Years of it. Years of stress, years of worry, years of just kind of pain in your heart. And it might be that you've been in a situation that you've had no control over. You've not been able to, I don't know, maybe rescue somebody or fix the problem or get your emotions in order, whatever this is, it's been there for a long time. And you do need some time to heal whatever it is that's happened. And I feel that now's the time to kind of prioritise and get your life in some kind of order. Maybe it's not felt very orderly. Maybe it's felt quite chaotic. And I just feel like it's that really slowing down the pace and taking one step at a time with this, whatever this is. So I am sorry, that does look like you're having quite a difficult time at the minute. But I would say there's some, positive signs. This reading's giving me hope that where you're at now or what you've been experiencing is not what's going to continue into the future with you. Okay, so to end this reading, I am going to draw you an inspirational quote. This is the You Got This deck, and Cancer, you absolutely have got this. Okay. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. I love that. Okay. So I will leave that there for you. I do hope you can take something from it, Cancer, and thank you so much for joining me.